Why your first month of saving is the hardest. And strangely enough, it usually has very little to do with the amount of money you are trying to save. You could decide to save ₦1,000,000 and the first month might feel difficult. But you could also decide to save just 10,000 and somehow that 10,000 can feel painfully important. Why? Because when you start saving, you are not just moving money. You are challenging a lifestyle you've already become comfortable with. Think about what happens when your salary enters your account. Before you even consciously decide what to do with it, your brain already has plans for that money. Bills, food, transport, entertainment, family, small purchases, things you've been waiting to buy. Your income already has an identity. Then suddenly you say, this part is not for me. I'm keeping it. That's where the psychological battle begins. The first month of saving can feel like you are taking something away from yourself. And that's the strange part. You are not actually losing money. You are keeping it. But your brain doesn't immediately experience it that way. Your brain is heavily influenced by immediate rewards. Spending gives you something tangible now. Saving gives you something abstract later. You buy the meal, you experience the meal. You buy the phone, you hold the phone. You save the money and nothing happens. Your life looks exactly the same. That's why saving can initially feel unrewarding. But there's something deeper happening beneath the surface. Your first month of saving is an identity negotiation. You are trying to convince yourself that you are now the kind of person who can earn money without immediately finding a reason to spend it. And your old habits don't disappear just because you created a new financial goal. They fight back. Maybe you have a stressful week and suddenly you think, I've been working hard, I deserve this. Maybe your friends invite you somewhere. Maybe there's a sale. Maybe you see something you've wanted for months and suddenly that money you've been protecting starts looking available again. This is why the first month matters so much. You are not simply building a savings account. You are collecting evidence about yourself. Every time you resist an unnecessary purchase, you are telling your brain, I can choose what happens to my money. Every time you successfully leave your savings untouched, you are strengthening that identity. And eventually, something changes. Saving stops feeling like deprivation and starts feeling like control. That's the part most financial advice misses. People often think the goal is to save enough money, but initially the bigger goal is to become someone who saves. Because once that identity becomes normal, the behavior becomes easier to repeat. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If your income is genuinely too low to cover basic necessities, no psychological trick can magically create money that isn't there. Sometimes the problem really is income. But when there is money left over and it consistently disappears, the problem may not be mathematics. It may be that your lifestyle has quietly expanded to consume whatever you earn. And that's why your first month of saving can feel harder than your 10th. During the first month, you are fighting the old version of yourself. By the 10th month, you are often protecting the new version. So don't underestimate a small first deposit. 10,000 naira sitting untouched might look insignificant on a spreadsheet. Psychologically, it can be enormous because you are proving something. You are proving that your money doesn't automatically belong to your present self. Some of it can belong to your future self too. And once you experience that shift, saving stops being just a financial habit. It becomes a statement about who you are. The first month isn't difficult because you are bad with money. It's difficult because you are changing the rules your brain has been playing by. And that is why the first month may be the hardest, but it can also be the most important.